Alright, so...
Call a temple. I wandered Skyrim for years, until I was taken
nothing
in
like no better way to start things off than by listening to you, Erender, with your reminder of your history. What is up with that sound? Alright, where's Finis? Finis should be somewhere up here. Got his frickin' sigil stone that he needs. He must be around here somewhere. Nothing? Where the crap is he?
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
Okay, I swear that... You weren't here a minute ago.
No, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Okay. Are people just popping up? Wait a minute. Yeah, that's... What the hell is going on? Where are people coming from? I don't see them coming up the stairs. Finis.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution. That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding, no matter what the guards claim.
I'm certain that's the case, Finis. But listen, I'm here because I did the job that you were so unwilling to do yourself. Here is a sigil stone from Oblivion Gate. All yours.
Mine? Oh, no. The stone is yours. I simply need to borrow it for a moment. Now, let's see what there is to see.
Okay. I don't remember if I have to give him 24 hours. So, let's just talk to him again.
The people of Skyrim have no appreciation for what we do here. Not that I care. Should you ever fall victim to an unfortunate accident, I promise, your remains will be put to good use.
That means so much, Finis, especially after what I've done for you. Now, what did you see when you peered into the sigil stone?
I have the knowledge I need. And so you may have your stone back. And also, please, take this. You have done well.
As have you, Finis. Hopefully you won't put me to an experiment if I fall ill. Now, what else did you find? I'm certain there was more to be discovered from that sigil stone than just the one spell.
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
So you are fond of saying, Tolfdir. But I'm here to talk today not so much about education and more about rumors. I hear you know something about the Augur of Dunlain?
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
Sure. Where is the Midden, though?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
I'll do my best, Tolfdir. But who is the Augur of Dunlain? Is there anything else you can tell me?
Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident.
Accident?
Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you? I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life destroyed. Well, it's been described as an accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong, and he ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college. I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about it, about how that must feel. Or I suppose, if he can feel at all.
Well, I had never considered a spell backfiring at such a capacity. Valuable lesson to learn there. Thank you, Tolfdir. everything you've told me has been... It is quite valuable. I think I'll take my leave and speak with this augur now.
Until next time.
Your perseverance
Ooh.
will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
Ooh. Whoa. Are you the augur of Dunlain?
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun.
I've done a lot of
Those who have sent you
things in my
have
life.
not told you what they seek,
It was a horrible mistake.
what you
And I hope
seek.
Mara will forgive me one day.
If you have as much foresight as I've been told, what is it that I'm seeking?
You seek that which all who wield magic seek. Knowledge. You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others.
The Thalmor? Am I not the first one to come to speak to you about the Eye of Magnus?
No, though you may be the last. The one who calls himself Ancano has sought my knowledge as well, through very different questions. Your path differs from most. You are being guided, pushed towards something. It is a good path, one untraveled by many. It is a path that can save your college. I will tell you what you need to know to follow it further.
And what is it I need?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
It'll be more tainted if we don't deal with this problem, Savos. The Eye is dangerous. I have important information about it for you.
Really? And what might that be?
We need to find the Staff of Magnus.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
No, Savos, we need the Staff of Magnus to control the Eye of Magnus. It is critical.
And how do you know of this?
I know you said to not bring him up again, Archmage. But against your advice, I chose to seek out the counsel of the Augur of Dunlain. He told me.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the Staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
And when you say someone, you are of course referring to me, aren't you?
I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me, I hope it can be of use to you now.
Thank you, Archmage.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary. If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Which is why I'm speaking to you, Mirabelle. This is of the utmost importance. I hear tell that you know something about the staff of Magnus.
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
Archmage Aren told me you had brought it up previously. Seeing as I'm searching for it now, this is the best place for me to start.
I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere.
The Synod?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
Then that means you don't know the staff's location.
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Is there anything else you know about the staff? Tangentially, existentially, even rumor or hearsay? Anything at all would be greatly appreciated at this point.
I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Well, if it does all of that, it certainly fits the bill with what we need. Well, thank you, Mirabelle. I guess I'll have to find my way to Mzulft sooner or later now. There's certainly other things that I have to take care of first, though. Okay, Silas. Good news, Silas.
What is it? Do you have one of the razor fragments?
I would have no reason to return if I didn't, Silas. Here. The pommel stone.
Our master craftsmen are nothing compared to the perfection of the Daedra. Look how it shines. Here's your gold, as promised. We just need the shards of the blade and the hilt now.
Just the hilt, actually. I have the shards of the blade right here.
Look at them. The legendary sharpness of a Daedric weapon. Marvelous. And here's your payment for the shards. There's only the hilt left to collect. Exciting, isn't it?
I suppose. I don't know that trafficking with Daedra is really all that exciting. More dangerous than anything else. But I need to make a trip to Morthal now, Silas. I'll see you again very soon.
I'll just be tending the museum if you need me.
Ooh. Stone Hills. I completely forgot that I had never actually walked this road between Dawnstar and Morthal before, so... not too surprising to find another village along the way. Outside of, those Windward ruins. Windward, Wayward, I don't remember which it was. Anyway. There's probably someone here who needs a job done. Hello. Hey.
I like your robes. Are you a sorcerer? From the college? Guess the Empire's going to need plenty of iron, what with all the fighting. That'll be good for us, I suppose.
Okay, so... no dialogue from him. I guess they run an iron mine here? Where's the owner? Where's the owner? Foreman? Actually, what's a mine boss called in this game? What's the general name? Is it for someone who runs a mine? Is it a foreman? Is it just the boss? I feel like there's a
Sorley
special
and I
title.
are just here to make sure the mine is run proper. Wouldn't ever have expected to wind up living in a place like this. But the money's good.
Well, you are out in the middle of nowhere, aren't you?
Don't have to tell me twice. But then I'm not the one that buried iron under these mountains.
So, you're the mine owner then?
No, and before you ask, it's not for sale.
I'm not offering. But do you get many offers?
Well, no. But that's not the point. Breiling owns the mine, and she's not selling. We make her some decent coin running this place. Keeps her living well in solitude. At least, when we can get shipments to her. We're late on the last one. I expect her to start breathing fire any moment now.
Thane Breiling? I know her. She's not the irrational sort. Have you not tried reasoning with her?
Can't do that and keep an eye on things here at the same time. But you could take word to her in solitude. Let her know it'll be coming soon. I'd make it worth your while. No one would notice a few missing ingots out of the next shipment.
Really? I'll find myself back at the Blue Palace before long anyhow. I'll be certain to give word to Breiling.
You're doing me quite a favor. I won't forget it. I'm sure she'll be angry. Brace yourself.
Oh. Don't worry about me, Pactor. I've dealt with far more troubling issues from the court. But, if you'll excuse me, there is mine work to be done here, and I wouldn't mind earning a bit of coin before going on my way.
All right, then.
Okay, I think that I think that's all of the iron ore veins in here.
My business is my own. Why can't others see that?
Jeez, grumpy mine workers. Of course, then again, they're basically digging inside a glacier.
Here to make sure the mine is run proper.
Alright, let's go ahead and turn this in then.
You get used to the cold after a while. The harder you work, the warmer you stay. I spend every waking moment making sure the mine is put to good use.
Then you'll be happy to know that I've done plenty of good work for you already. Here, I have iron to sell.
I'll buy everything you've dug up. Good day.
Alright, there we go. So, that should be the last thing that I need to get done.
Wouldn't expected to wind up living in a place like this.
Yeah.
But the money's good.
Nothing like the broken record of the NPCs of Skyrim, right? But yeah, there we go. Dig up a little bit of ore inside of this rock breaker mine. I think that's the name of it. And now I finish all of the extra quests to do for God. The only name that I have on my lips right now is Breiling because I just talked about her. But what's Idgrid? There we go. I think it's it. Hopefully I'm getting it right. It should be Idgrid, the Thane of Morthal. So I should I should be in a position where it's like, hey, I helped your people, so now how about you help me back? So yeah, that's the reason why I dug up the ore. So anyway, I'm still really surprised that I haven't been over this road at all. I mean, this is like this is episode 49 now. Jeez, can you believe it? This series is almost a year old now. Holy crap. God damn, he ran. I did pick up a bow spell, like Conjure Bow, so I can actually start shooting at elk and deer and whatnot that I see on the road, because the number one thing that I am missing is,
I'll never forgive myself for that.
Great. It's a saber cat, yeah. The number one thing that I am actually missing, from, like, finishing off my Lakeview Manor is just, it's antlers. That's all that it is. And every single time I look at, you know, like the inventory of a trader, I'm never finding antlers. So all I have to do is start finding them, which naturally means that I have to properly kill them. And, you know, for that matter, you know, I talked about it in a previous episode, but the whole concept and how I enjoy just, like, the little, the detail of, like, collecting up various obscure loot that you can find in these games, and then put them to very obscure but useful use. Wow, that's really redundant. Useful use. But yeah, I really like doing that. So, to that end, like in this game, Skyrim, like, never buying the materials that I need to make a house, that's really, really I get a lot of enjoyment out of that, because it gets me to, you know, just randomly go out and go into, you know, little, you know, the various dungeons in the game. There are a lot of dungeons in this game that aren't actually tied to any sort of a quest or anything, you know? So I find it intensely enjoyable, actually, to just avoid quests in general, and then make my own fun, such as like, okay, I'm gonna build the house, and I'm gonna do it without ever grabbing anything from the vendor. Alright, this should be the guy that I'm looking for. Hello?
The mill is my responsibility, and that's what I care about, that's all. Understand?
I hear you loud and clear, Jorgen. And don't worry, I'll be out of your hair in no time. We'll make this short. I'm looking for the hilt of a dagger.
Don't know what you're talking about, stranger.
Is that so? Silas of Dawnstar says otherwise.
I've heard of him. My father had suspicions about his connection to the mythic Dawn. Guess they were true. I don't need this. My family wasted 8 generations keeping that razor safe from a dead cult. As far as I care, it can stay locked in my house.
If you don't care to keep it, then you won't miss it when you give it to me.
I don't care, but my ancestors do. You can't have it.
Jorgen, do not push me. You know what I did to that nest of vampires months back single-handedly. Give me the hilt.
Easy. Here. These are the keys. The hilt is in a chest in my house. Just don't hurt anyone.
I knew you would see reason. You'll no doubt see more of me soon, too. On different matters. Have a good day, Jorgen.
Until next time. The mill is my responsibility. And that's what I care
well,
about.
at least he gave it up to me. Didn't expect to end up failing the persuasion check. I've had a lot of luck with that so far. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this thing, and there are a couple of other things to do in Morthal still. Oh, hello. I'll just take all of this for my trouble. I'll have to head back to Dawnstar, but before I do that, there's 1 or 2 things left to do here in Morthal. But that'll probably have to wait till next time. Let us go talk with the Jarl.